In a world full of noise, sometimes it's the quietest voices that speak the loudest. Radio romance isn't just a love story. It's a story about healing, finding truth, and falling for someone in the most unexpected way. Our story begins with Song Geu Rim, a young girl who found magic not in sight, but in sound. Her blind mother relied on radio dramas for joy, for connection, for life. Inspired by this, Geu Rim dreams of becoming a radio writer, someone who can bring stories alive through sound. Years later, Geu Rim is now working at a broadcasting station. She's hardworking, passionate, and full of heart, but she's not exactly the most skilled writer. She's stuck writing support material and doing menial work. Still, she never gives up. She believes in the power of radio, the kind that touches hearts, not just chases ratings. Enter Ji Soo Ho, South Korea's top actor, the nation's heartthrob, picture perfect in every way on the outside. But beneath the spotlight is a deeply lonely man, controlled by a strict manager mother and haunted by a tragic past. Everything he does is scripted, from his interviews to his emotions. When Geu Rim finally gets a chance to lead her own radio show, she's given an impossible condition: find a celebrity DJ or lose the program. In a bold move, she chooses Ji Soo Ho, even though he has no radio experience and has never done a live broadcast in his life. After persistent efforts and a bit of fate, Soo Ho agrees. But the real challenge? Getting him to speak honestly. He reads the scripts like lines in a movie, perfectly delivered but emotionally hollow. Geu Rim starts pushing him, not just as a writer, but as someone who sees the man behind the star. As they work together, Geu Rim uncovers the wounds that Soo Ho has tried so hard to hide. A traumatic childhood, a broken family, and a secret that nearly destroyed him. The more she sees his pain, the more she realizes he's not cold. He's just trying to survive. And then, something changes. Between late-night script edits and early morning broadcasts, a quiet bond forms. Soo Ho finds comfort in Geu Rim's sincerity, and she begins to see the real him, not the actor, not the celebrity, but the man who's learning to feel again. But love isn't easy, not in their world. Soo Ho's possessive mother tries to tear them apart, terrified that Geu Rim is breaking the mask she's built around her son. Jason, Soo Ho's manager and childhood friend, also spirals, driven by guilt and hidden rivalry. When everything falls apart, it's the radio that holds them together. During a critical live broadcast, Soo Ho breaks down. But instead of running away, Geu Rim speaks from her heart, not with a script, but with raw honesty. And for the first time, he listens. From that moment on, things begin to shift. Soo Ho starts to heal. He confronts his mother, opens up about his past, and learns to live without the script. Geu Rim, once overlooked and underestimated, grows into a confident writer, one who knows how to tell stories that matter. In the final episodes, Soo Ho does what once seemed impossible. He confesses his feelings live on air. No script, no edits, just truth. He tells Geu Rim that she changed him, that she taught him how to feel, how to love. Radio romance ends not with grand declarations or perfect endings, but with two people who found each other through static and silence and chose to stay. Together, they prove that sometimes the smallest voices carry the greatest love. This was the story of radio romance, a story that reminds us the heart speaks loudest when the world goes quiet. If you loved the ride as much as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more K-drama recaps.